Some jobs are the pits, and some jobs you literally are in a pit. Here we go. The La Brea tar pits are incredibly interesting because we're in the middle of an urban interface. You have a subway under construction, you have skyscrapers, you have one of the most important active archaeological sites in the world. This isn't just geology, this isn't just zoology or paleobotany. This is the story of what's happened here in the past, which helps inform us about where we're going. And it's the work of county scientists that help tell that story every day.
Los Angeles County is a big place. 88 cities, thousands of neighborhoods, with nearly 10 million people sprawled across 4,000 square miles. So just how does LA County serve such a vast and diverse region? It's science, from anthropology to zoology and everything in between. The science of protecting county residents, preserving the past, and preparing for the future. I'm David Summers, and today we're diving into the science behind LA County services. Welcome to LA Countyology.
Of the countless priceless treasures, millions of things here in the collection that the county has at the Page Museum, of all of those animals that have gotten trapped over the years, it's also the plant record that's just as important. We're here with Dr. Reagan Dunn, who is a paleobotanist, a curator here at the Page Museum. Tell us why plants matter and what they're telling us about the past and the future.
So plants here at the tar pits tell us how climates have changed just based on the species that they are. For instance, if we start at our oldest fossil plants, we have some really great specimens here of fossil woods. This is a piece of juniper wood, and juniper doesn't grow in the Los Angeles basin anymore. It's too hot, and there's too many fires in the area, and juniper can't withstand fires at all. It means that during the Ice Age, say 40,000 years ago, the climate was much cooler than today. Yeah. So this is a pine species that only grows up in the mountains. That's bishop pine. So this grows in much cooler areas, foggier areas than Los Angeles today.
Where is the human role in the climatology of what you're studying here?
Last summer, we published a significant paper that reports the results of an ongoing study to look at the extinction of our largest animals, the iconic megafauna from the Ice Age. And what we learned from that is that these animals went extinct during a time of significant temperature increase and also an outbreak of wildfire. We hypothesized that shift was a human-related impact because humans lit the match.
Do you have a favorite fossil or specimen? Is there something really unique that you love to tell people about here?
Well, we do have a tree, and we call it the Pit 3 tree. It was found in pit number 3, and it was found in 1913 by the original excavators of that area. And it's significant because that was the last tree that was here at La Brea Tar Pits that we know of.
So our county scientists and our volunteers, by excavating and finding samples like this and helping understand what the climate was like in the past, this helps us inform that the climate is changing and that things will continue to change and evolve. Is that part of what these are indicating for us?
Yes, definitely. They're not just dusty bones and plants. They really are objects that can teach us a lot.
And one of the things that makes this site really unique is that it's one of only a handful of sites around the world where you have a combination of forces that make it possible. Active oil underground, and you have to have earthquakes in the region that are bringing that oil to the surface, that's creating the tar pits, the pools where those creatures are getting trapped and stuck, creating the record. What are we looking at?
The blue flag is the hip of a giant ground sloth. The orange is a shoulder blade of a dire wolf. We also have saber-toothed cat shoulder blade and a leg bone from a horse. So things that are really sort of demonstrate how different this area was 40,000 years ago.
It's not just a hole in the ground.
Not just a hole in the ground, it's a very special hole in the ground.
Absolutely. So it's almost like an asphalt gumbo in a lot of ways. Is there's a very thin layer on the top, but down below it, just down below it, is something much thicker, much stickier, much denser. And if you actually look right here, what you're seeing right here is what's happened for millennia here in La Brea at the tar pits, of insects and rodents and mammals and plant life getting trapped, that our scientists here in the county can now get them out and help tell the story of what's happened here. What is the one thing or some of the things that you think people should really understand in the big picture about what this is and what this means for the climate?
That we're going through a time period that Earth has never experienced before, and where we're going in the future is going to be even warmer. And so we can use that information that we have from the fossil record to try to understand better, predict how those species will respond in the future.
We've had a great day here at the La Brea Tar Pits, part of LA County's Page Museum and the Natural History Museum. That the story that scientists from the county are discovering every day is informing the past, is helping us learn about the future and how the climate is continuing to change. Be sure to join us right here as we continue to dig in and discover next time on LA Countyology.